So, you're Sun Wukong, right? Damn it!
I'm Son Goku, yes?
Roll with it.
Like myself and so many others, I'm sure most of you know Goku from this clip. But who is Goku? And what does he desire? And how does it affect us? I'm Review Me Sean, and today we'll be analyzing the influential and the historic Son Goku. In today's perspective, Goku is known as goofy, lack of depth, foolish, or even a deadbeat dad. And I gotta say I empathize with that. And it's because I had the same perspective before picking up a book that I can say that you're wrong. I'd even go so far that it's safe to say that you have not read nor familiarized yourself with the story called Journey to the West. And at that point, Goku will never, nor does he now, make any sense to you. But I'm not here to speak about your intelligence or your willfulness to gain knowledge. Journey to the West is a story of a monk who is destined to bring peace and balance to a damaged world alongside a pig, a water deity / warrior, a shapeshifter, if you will, and an immortal monkey god. I'm not even kidding, I'm starting to see the word God lessen more and more and more as I get older. Anyway though, before that journey begins, we are introduced to the character Sun Wukong. And much like Goku, he is found from a pod-like stone that comes from Buddha knows where without any explanation. And this is where we experience the character where he finds himself more and more as he introduces himself to this newfound world that he knows nothing about. And much like Goku in the beginning of Dragonball, Sun Wukong finds himself being introduced to many characters that are unknown to him. Not only that, but the character Sun Wukong doesn't hold much weight to the things of the world as the humans do on Earth. That's even including the deities of the Earth. He is just a character fascinated by adventure and a challenge. And much like the world of JTW being shocked by the feats of Sun Wukong, Dragon Ball gave the same time and time and time and time again. However, Sun Wukong is just one side of Goku. Though he and Sun Wukong have great similarities, their moral outlook on life is drastically different. Where Goku takes from Sun Wukong's independent, challenging, and adventurous personality, the peaceful willingness to settle conflict without malicious and violent contact comes from the character Tang Xiaozhang. Buddha, I hope I said that correctly. If you read or familiarize yourself with the story, you will find that this is where Goku's naivety comes from. That selfish outlook that everyone, including demonic characters, have a fairness and humility somewhere within him in the same likeness as himself. If you ever decide to watch Dragon Ball or go back and read the manga, you'll notice that everyone Goku comes in contact with always has at least the exact or somewhat similar same ideas. But once those ideals have peaked with some characters, so does the relationship between them and Goku slowly, if not indefinitely. Goku is the true essence of a Saiyan, but in its purity. One who knows the pain of loss, the reality of moving on beyond the traumas we face, and someone who's excited for the new and the progression of what's next. What can you say about a man who only wishes to increase his skills in the aspects of the sport he likes? Goku does not view fighting as a matter of life and death, primarily. He more so sees it as an opportunity for growth within himself. He utilizes any and every resource that he can find to increase his skills in the sentiment of the memory he holds dear about his grandpa. It's not expressed enough, but Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Super definitely pay homage and attention to this subtle detail. For whatever reason, it's always clouded by his instincts as a Saiyan. And if that were true, that would render him a slave to his instinct and not the free-spirited fighter that we know and love. Of course, many of you who also hate as well. I'm sorry y'all, but he is not Mikasa. Anyway, Goku is not the type of person to hold on to the past begrudgingly. But he will take his experience to utilize it from the evidence or the endearment that he has found within life prior. Fighting is an instinct for Goku, but it is the love for his grandpa that keeps him so interested in elevating in the skill of fighting. The thing that excites him to keep fighting, even when he is somewhat afraid. It has purpose, unlike the 4-star Dragon Ball that he can now use at his own leisure to progress and to pursue as he sees fit. The one greatest thing that he bonded before the death of his grandfather and also before the beginning of his new life journey after. his grandpa, Gohan. It just starts to keep seeming like without Gohan, we really just wouldn't have a savior, right? Like Gohan, Goku only embraces the humanity side of fighting. And that disposition carried up until he remembers who his father is, realizing that him and his father carry the same values as his grandfather. This causing Goku now more to embrace his heritage as a Saiyan. Sorta like the story Gohan should have had, but who's complaining? It may seem selfish and foolish to you, but this is how Goku relates to others. Key thing to understand about life is that physical contact is a universal connection that we have with everyone in this world. And that is how Goku connects to people like Yamcha, Krillin, Chi-Chi, his kids, Vegeta, you name it. I mean, look at him and the subtle symbolism between him and Zeno. And it's with this purity that there is no limit to what Goku can reach within connection and or power, neither the story. The same that there was no limit for Sun Wukong. Again, don't just play the video game when it comes out. Familiarize or read the story for yourself. The Super Saiyan episode of Dragon Ball was the first episode of anime I ever watched in my life. Just like some of you back in the 90s, I was 6 years old with an inquiring mind and I just happened to be turning on the Cartoon Network. After this scene, Goku became everything for me. Seriously. I damn near remember every line for line on the OG Dragon Ball with the Bruce Faulconer song theme. Episode Transformed at Last placed Goku in my heart as a driving force till this day. But more than myself, he's been an inspiration for so many others. Naruto, Bleach, Luffy. This eccentric character placed his personality in many of the animes we watch today. Whether you or I like it or not, he is still the standard that everyone bases their favorite character against. He remains the challenge that everyone seeks to test out their favorite character against. He is the King David, basically, of anime. And as much as they don't like him, even Marvel and DC fans acknowledge him. Look up the word acknowledge before you say no. He is undoubtedly the Michael Jordan and the Michael Jackson of anime. I think that would leave Luffy being Kobe. Anyway, Goku is the undisputed champion of anime. He has shaped, till this day, the design, the personality, and the genre of anime. I hope you all enjoyed this as much as I did. Find me on my accounts on TikTok, IG, along with Twitter. If you enjoy this content, please go ahead and click that button and subscribe to my channel. I've been Review Me Sean, and thank you so much for watching.